Hello, 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 everyone. This is Quin On A Cone, Ramen Face's brother. He's back there if y'all don't see that. We found Sasquatch. Hi! So he's there. This will be my first review, so if I fuck up, be patient. And I just took my hair out today, so I need some new tracks or whatever, but you know, I'm getting there. But no, I did take my hair out today, so I look raggedy. But I'm still amazing, you know, because I was born that way. But anyway, we're here to talk about the first episode of RuPaul's motherfucking Drag Race Season 8 premiere, which my body has been ready for at least 7 months. It's been a long time since I saw Trixie go twice, because that was my favorite from last season. I'm very upset, you know. So I've pretty much been in limbo until they dropped the little 10-minute preview, which I watched 70 times, and today just made it 18 because I watched that again. I've watched the episode now twice. I will be watching it again soon because I loved it, and it was an hour and a half. I was not expecting that, and they didn't say anything about that until it was about to come on. I was like, okay, Ru, I got a quiz tomorrow. I don't have time for this. But yeah, so okay, let's dive straight in, and I'll be talking about the queens in order from which they, their entrances, So first Naomi, last Derek Barry, and I took notes and everything. I'm very official. This is my first review. I want to be smart, okay? All right. So first, Naomi Smalls. I really like Naomi Smalls. I've been following Naomi Smalls on Instagram for months now, and I've known about her for a minute. I really like her. I think she's really, really pretty. Her runway was not my favorite. Was not my favorite at all. It was pretty much just a long Naomi Campbell wig and a gold thing. I don't know. But I mean, I think Robbie was being strategic by having her do the float because he knows that, Naomi showing her legs is her strong suit because, that's her thing. And if she doesn't have her legs, she doesn't have her strength. So I think that was a very strategic, placement. But Naomi could have done better on the runway. But on the challenge, on the photo challenge, she did really, really good. She did really, really good. She knows her angles well. She posed really, really well. She used her assets to her advantage. That was really good. So the runway look for me was a thumbs up. The runway look was a thumbs down. The photo shoot was a thumbs up. Okay, next, Cynthia Lee Fontaine. And I know Americans say Cynthia, but she says Cynthia, so I say Cynthia because I love her accent. And I love Cynthia. I think she's hilarious. I just heard about her on this season of RuPaul's Drag Race, but I think she's very funny, and I expect great things from her. Her photo shoot was okay. I would say it was a thumbs up and a thumbs down. Her runway look, I liked it, but I think she could have done a lot more. I think the corset, or the corselet, as Cynthia would say, I think that was nice, but the dress was just really, really simple. It was just a pink garment, and I was like, okay. I think she could have done a lot more with her hair, too, because I'm used to big hair for her. But, yeah, I think she did good this week. Dax. I like Dax. Let me get that out of the way. I really like Dax. I'm sorry, y'all. Quentin, can I take off my shirt? I'm really, really hot. Okay, I'm sorry that this is turning into a softcore porn, but I'm really, really hot, and I have a terrible headache. Yes, I don't have time for this. Oh my gosh, I'm about to pass out, y'all. I know this is unprofessional, but I'm really feeling terrible, and I have a terrible headache. But I'm gonna push through. And if my Instagram followers are watching this, they know that I'm, known for not wearing clothes anyway. So anyway, Dax, starting from the beginning. Dax, I like Dax. She's quirky. You can tell she's very smart. She's the queen of cosplay, which I can appreciate because I have a brother that's a cosplayer, and I love anime and things like that. So I like Dax. The photo challenge, I think she did good in the photo challenge. I must say, though, I hated her runway look. Hated it. And she said it was the classic Dax look, but I don't know. I didn't really know of Dax until her drag daughter, Dope, who I actually am pretty good friends with. She told me about her. And, you know, I followed her on Instagram and things like that. But I didn't like her runway this week. I expect good things from her, but that was not her best work. Okay, next, Naysha Lopez. I like Naysha. Naysha's beautiful. Beautiful. I think she's actually one of the prettiest to grace the stage of RuPaul's Drag Race, if I do say so myself. But her runway look this week, hated it. Disgusting. It was terrible. It was made out of, like, I'm looking at it right now. I paused it on it, unfortunately. It's like a green pattern with a terribly fitted gold corset, and the slit is open, but it's not even a slit. It's just a gap. It's terrible. It makes me want to vomit. It was really, really bad, which I was very upset with because Naysha's beautiful, and she's so funny. And I was just expecting a lot more from her because she says that her greatest aesthetic is her look. If that's your greatest aesthetic, what's your worst? Because that shit right there. Maybe she's just in the makeup. I don't know. But I hated it. I didn't like the photo shoot either because she just kind of faded in the background. And I wasn't, you know, I was expecting her to be a little more model-esque. Okay, next. Acid Betty. Acid Betty, I did not know of her until this season of RuPaul's Drag Race, but I think she's going to be a problem. I think she's going to be someone to look out for. I'm rooting for Acid, actually, because she is absolutely amazing. If you have not followed her on Instagram, you need to, because she knows what the fuck she is doing. That's a seasoned bitch, that's a smart bitch, and that's a bitch. And I love a good bitch, except for a few that will remain nameless because I don't want to offend anyone because I know you guys love your bitches. But Acid Betty she's the shit. I loved her photo shoot. I think she stood out actually more than anyone else in the photo shoot. She looked like she was sitting among queens, and like rightfully so. I loved her runway look as well. The money and how she made it rain, I thought that was amazing. And I love her hair. Like, it's just one little, like, island of hair. I think that's so cool. Because y'all know I'm bald-headed, too. Except you can't tell now because it's back in a ponytail. But whatever. Okay, next. Robbie Turner. I love Robbie Turner. And I don't think I can relate with a lot of people because I don't think a lot of people like Robbie. But I followed Robbie on Instagram when I first heard, when the Meet the Queens video came out, because I thought she was just so adorable and like quirky and funny. And I've been following her ever since, and she seems really, really sweet. With that being said, this week Robbie absolutely let me down with the runway challenge because she forgot to nominate herself for a video, a topic, like, you know, and she got the little stupid dog thing, and that dress was terribly fitted, terribly constructed. Well, not terribly constructed, but it was really, really, it was not very flattering for her shape at all. It was a letdown, and I want to see that vintage side of her, which she said she tried to keep true to, but I couldn't tell. I could tell by the hair, but that was about it. Okay, and the photo shoot, Robbie did very, very good to me, though. I loved her entrance look, and I think that was a great look to wear and to stand out. Even though she was laying on the floor, I think she still stood out very well. Okay, next, Kimchi. I think I knew about Kimchi before anyone else on this season. I did. I knew about Kimchi before anyone else on this season. I've been following Kimchi for a while on Instagram because she's like such good friends with Trixie, and you know, Trixie is my baby. Kim did absolutely amazing this week, and I'm not just saying this because I love her. She did amazing. She stood out among the queens, even though she was behind the couch, which I thought that was the stupidest thing ever. But she stood out among the queens, you know, not just because she's 7 feet tall. She actually stood out. And her, like, Cowardly Lion meets Cats off Broadway with the wigs, I thought that was so genius. All them other basic bitches would have just put on a wig and put on a whole bunch of hair on a dress, which would have been stupid. They would have been looking like Jade Jolie, which I like Jade, but that was a terrible look for her. And I think she did really good. She won this week, and she deserved it. Okay, next. Thorgy Thor. I love Thorgy Thor. Love Thorgy Thor. I think he's hilarious. He plays the violin and the cello, and I want to say the viola. And I'm a viola player and have been for years, so of course I love that. Anyone who's musically talented or has some other talent besides being pretty is someone I'm rooting for. I loved her runway look. I loved her in the photo shoot. I actually think she did very, very well this week. I'm expecting good things from Thorgy. And I love her name, Thorgy. TH with an orgy. I think that is so funny. Even though I think orgies are disgusting and moist and sticky, I think TH with an orgy is amazing. Okay, Bob the Drag Queen. Let me say this. I've been following Bob almost as long as I've been following Kimchi. And I absolutely love Bob. Let me say this so y'all can just mark your calendars. Bob the Drag Queen is going to win season 8. Absolutely. Like, absolutely. I'll tell y'all who the top 3 is in a minute, but going to win season 8. He is funny. He is very smart. He is a jackass. He does not mind making a fool of himself. Only thing is that I can kind of see Bob holding him back. His runway looks are not the best, but he will make up with that with pure charm and pure comedic genius because he is very, very funny. If you don't follow him on Instagram, please check him out. And he has a Snapchat, but he barely ever snaps. Okay, for his runway look, I liked it. It was cute, but it was just that cute. You know, he's not a fashionista, so don't expect too much of the runway looks, but I think he could have done a little more. But it was cute. It was like Stepford Wifey. It was okay. And the photo shoot, he was hilarious, and I knew he was gonna, you know, interact with them bitches and just take control. I think he did very good in the photo shoot. Even though his outfit, his entrance outfit was not the best, he stood out. Okay, Layla McQueen. I like Layla. I don't think other people really like Layla. Something about Layla draws you to her. She's like, I don't know, like almost like, you know, like high, like a stoner a little bit. I don't know. I like Layla. She seems sweet. She seems ditzy and dumb, which I love because I can be an idiot sometimes. Oh, what are you doing? My kitten is playing with plastic. I know that's very unsafe, but seems to be having fun, so I'll let him. Layla did really bad in the photo shoot to me. She did not stand out at all. She did not use her props well at all. But I mean, she wore flats, so can't really expect too much from that. Okay, with that being said, and the runway look, I think Michelle gave Layla McQueen a hard time with her runway look this week just because she didn't have on, you know, like apocalyptic couture from the waist down. But I think it was fine. I don't think Layla necessarily has to wear pants because she describes her drag character as like Beetlejuice meets like a stripper meets like, I don't know, like, you know, so I don't know. I don't think pants were really needed. I think the knee-high boots were wonderful. They were definitely stripper boots. I mean, she says like she gets inspiration from strippers. She kind of reminds me of Adore, and I love Adore because Adore is a Libra and Adore is funny as shit. So maybe that's why I kind of like her. I don't know. I like Layla. Okay, next, Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi, I did not know Chi-Chi before this. In the Meet the Queens video, she was hands down the least memorable. When I watched it, because I watched the one where it was all of them put together, it was like 31 minutes. I kind of just skipped through hers every time because she was very pageanty. But she's pretty. Chi-Chi's pretty. In the photo shoot, I think she did okay. I think she could have done a lot better. In the runway, though, she kind of surprised me. I didn't think she was going to turn it the way she did. I think she did pretty good with the disco ball. I thought that was cute. Okay, next. She's unmemorable. Derek, oh my gosh. When I was writing this, I wrote Derek Barry. Well, Britney Spears, whatever, same thing. In the photo shoot, she did good. You know, they keep saying she looks like, you know, they were her backup dancers. She placed the chair like 50 feet in front of everyone else, so of course they're going to look like backup dancers. I mean, I'll say she used her props well. She's even in the middle of the promo, actually, which I don't know if that's foreshadowing. Well, no, because she's not going to make top 3. But anyway. She did well in the photo shoot. I will say this, and okay, I'm not a fan of Derek Barry. I think she's a one-trick pony. Okay, Britney, we get it. Woo, Britney Spears. Whoa, country bumpkin. I'm not a fan of Britney Spears. She can't sing. She can barely dance, and she's not that pretty. But she's just, I won't get into the white privilege thing because then my brother will lose fans. But anyway, Britney Spears is over fucking rated. But there is only one Brittany, and Derek Barry is not Brittany. But if he makes it to Snatch Game, then of course he's going to do Brittany, and I think that will be very impressive. But yeah, his runway look this week, I actually liked it. I didn't want to like it because I knew it was just going to be what would Britney Spears wear to a Christmas performance in Vegas, and that's what it was. But it was cute. It was cute when he took off the bottoms and then it came out with the little wreath at the end. That was adorable, and I think he did well. And my brother actually thinks he's one of the only ones that look like a woman, which actually I kind of agree with now that I'm looking at them. No, I think Chi-Chi looks like a woman, and I think Naysha looks like a woman. Okay, talking about eliminations, I can put my notes away finally because I'm sweating in my midsection. Robbie and Naysha made the bottom two this week. I was very disappointed because, I mean, I like Naysha too, but I really love Robbie, and I'm rooting for Robbie to make it very far. And I love Robbie. But, okay, my brother got a Facebook message. Ignore that. But, Robbie was rightfully so. I mean, Robbie was not, oh my gosh. Robbie was not in the bottom two. Cut and print. This is based off my predictions. I'm sorry, you guys. Layla McQueen and Naysha Lopez were in the bottom two. I'm sorry. Bring that back. That didn't happen. Layla McQueen and Naysha Lopez were in the bottom two. And, rightfully so. Actually, no. To be honest, I think Robbie should have been in the bottom. And I love Robbie, but she should have been in the bottom. I think Layla's outfit was better than hers. Naysha, she should have been in the bottom because that shit was terrible. Terrible. That was absolutely awful. And then they lip synced, and Layla McQueen crushed her because I did not know this, but Naysha is not a good lip syncer. I've never seen a performance from her. I'm just basing it off of that, and I was not impressed. She didn't really know the words. She didn't dance that much. This thing, it's kind of dumb. But like I said, I do like Naysha. But I was very surprised. That comes to show that you never know what to expect with the show, because to me, the fishiest, prettiest queen this season was the first to go. So I think that means that, you know, looks without talent won't take you very far, unlike last season, because there were, you know, a lot of queens who made it kind of far into the show that were just pretty and, you know, couldn't really do anything else. Like, Pearl was a terrible lip syncer. All this and that and that. That was Pearl's extent of lip syncing. But she was beautiful, so she went far. I love Pearl, by the way, even though she blocked me on Instagram, but whatever. Violet's beautiful, but, I mean, what is your talent? You can make your waist skinny. Woo, okay. And Darian Lake can make her waist big. Woo. You know, Max wasn't, you know, much of a talented queen per se, but she was pretty. You know, Miss Fame, she wasn't talented, but, you know, she was pretty. So I think that just kind of sets the tone this season, that it takes more than a pretty face, and I think it's going to be about a lot more about charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent than it is like looks, you know, just looking cunt. I think you actually have to be talented, and you have to be charismatic, and you have to have uniqueness, and, you know, things like that. So I'm excited. And my predictions on top three: I think Acid Betty will be in the top three, I think Kimchi will be in the top three, and I think Bob the Drag Queen is going to win. And you guys can mark my words on that, and we'll see what happens. So yeah, this is Quin On A Cone signing out.